Leader Chuck Schumer calling on the president now to declassify UAP records, something he also asked for last Congress. And meanwhile, there's Tennessee Representative Tim Burchett, who says he is growing frustrated with the Pentagon's responses.
Sometimes it's almost insulting the way they act, the arrogance of some of these groups. And then they say they don't exist. And then when we present evidence or documented cases of events happening, they will tell us, oh, we don't have data on that. And then they just blow us off, more or less.
In one case, Burchett says an admiral told him about a UFO the size of a football field that moved at hundreds of miles an hour underwater. We're bringing in Harvard professor Avi Loeb on this, who found fragments of what he says could be an extraterrestrial object on the floor of the Pacific. It's always good to see you. Thanks for making the time.
Thanks for having me, Natasha.
Let's start here with what Burchett is describing. What do you make of this account from an admiral through Burchett of a football field-sized UAP moving at incredible speeds underwater?
Well, there are definitely anomalous objects that the military recognizes. The question is whether it's malfunction of the sensors or human-made objects or something else. And to figure it out, we really need access to the data. And you know, obviously the government is mostly interested in adversarial nations, any risk to national security. But if they cannot figure something out and it's not clear whether it's human-made, I suggest that scientists like myself will help them in figuring it out.
I want to play a quick clip from our very own Ross Coulthart and get your reaction on the other side. Let's take a listen.
Look, I've heard this story before. I've heard multiple accounts of objects moving at ridiculous speeds underwater. I've actually spoken to submariners in both the American military and also the Australian military who've told me that they've recorded objects moving at over 1,000 kilometres an hour underwater. That's faster than the speed of sound.
So faster than the speed of sound. Professor, what does your scientific mind make of this? Is it possible?
Well, I want to see the data because that will allow us to figure out what is going on. There was a meteor, a half a meter in size, that collided with Earth about a decade ago, and we went to the Pacific Ocean and recovered tiny molten droplets from the site of the crash. And we would like to go again and figure out if there are bigger pieces out of the wreckage of this meteor. It came from outside the solar system, and it had an unusual material strength and unusual speed. And we hope to do that in August 2025. We have a ship in mind. We just need $6.5 million. I'm waiting to hear from potential donors.
What makes you think these molten spherules would be extraterrestrial in nature? What raised your eyebrows about them?
So in fact, we published two very detailed papers about the materials we found, and the chemical composition and also the structure of those droplets indicated that they came from beyond Earth for sure, because some elements are missing, and those elements usually evaporate. These are volatile elements that evaporate during a fireball, an explosion that occurs when an object burns up as a result of its friction with air. And moreover, we found a high abundance of elements like beryllium, lanthanum, uranium, that you don't find in the primitive materials that made the solar system. In fact, such an abundance was never found on Earth, the Moon, Mars. And so we have a conjecture that maybe it came from outside the solar system, but we want to visit the site again and figure out the nature of the object. Was it a rock or some technological gadget?
Are you saying that perhaps it wasn't a meteorite, but it could have been an alien craft?
We just don't know. I should say also this month, the Minor Planet Center at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics at first cataloged an object in the sky as if it's a new asteroid reported by an amateur astronomer. But then they realized that, in fact, it was the Tesla Roadster car that was launched as a dummy payload in 2018 by Elon Musk on the Falcon Heavy. And so what I would say is perhaps Elon Musk is not the most accomplished space entrepreneur since the Big Bang, 13.8 billion years ago. And we should look around and see if we have evidence for a neighbor, because if there is a civilization that predated us, it's quite possible we can learn about new science and technology from them.
Professor Avi Loeb, I always appreciate the conversation. I always learn something. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.